I grew up hearing the word from the time I was 2 years old. I had a grandmother, and she taught Bible classes, and she really brought the message, "You must be born again," to Nashville, Tennessee, and she did it through Bible classes, and so she was always putting the word in me, and I lived with her till I was 5 years old, and I slept in her room, and when I was a child, I used to think, she never sleeps, because if I wake up, she's still up. If I go to bed, she's still up. And so, but she didn't. She had such an intimate relationship with Jesus. And I think I caught that.
Yeah.
I don't think she taught it to me, but I think I caught it from her. Because she would talk to me, and she would speak the word to me, and like Jesus was, you could see him. And I used to think that. I used to think, she can see Jesus. I can't, but she can see Jesus. Because he was so alive in her life. And so she taught all these Bible classes all over Nashville. And she took me with every one of them. And I had a little chair next to her. And she set me up in this chair. And she would always get my mother's Bible and take it with her so she could put that Bible in my lap.
Yeah.
And then she taught, and she was a wonderful teacher. And she could quote scriptures. You could almost say, "Do you know John 12:22?" And she'd go, "Yes, I do." And she would tell us what it was, and we'd check it out. And she was always right. The word was alive in her. And so I think I caught that from her, but I didn't know how to process that through my life until I was about 30 years old. And I think all those seeds that had been sown into me suddenly took root and came alive. And that was when I was baptized in the Holy Ghost. And when I was baptized in the Holy Ghost, it put a cry in my heart that said, "I want to know you. I want to know you." And it was the cry of my heart. I want to know you. And so the Holy Ghost just treated me like I was his child, because I was in him. I was a grown up, but in skin.
Yeah.
But I had this longing to know him. And that would be, I'd go to bed saying, "I just want to know you, to know you." And I would say many times, "I want to know you like grandmother knew you." And so he just took me like a child and said, "Okay, then I'm living in you, so everything you do today we'll do together." And so I believed he was with me all the time. And because I believed he was with me all the time, I talked to him as my unseen friend. And he was my unseen friend. And I would ask him, "How do we do this?" And I would say, "We're going to wash clothes now, so come with me." And I would just talk to him while I was washing clothes like a child and say, "What about this? And how do you do this?" And he would just give me real simple answers. I think that religion tries to make everything so profound, but the Holy Ghost makes everything so simple. Because that's what Jesus said. He said, "Just come to me like a little child." And he would say that to me all the time. "Just be like a little child, and I'll teach you things you know not of. I'll teach you things I know and the ways that I know." And so it began this beautiful fellowship with the Holy Ghost. And my pastor always taught my friend and I that it's the fellowship of the relationship that's the most important thing.